Greetings and welcome to my channel. This is Sorcerer Tal. Today on Magical Theory, we are going to be talking about the database or mental plane and whether or not we are living in a matrix or simulation. And what exactly that means, we're going to follow that down to its logical conclusion, and then we will talk about the database or mental plane and how it exists and what that is. And like I said, we're going to commit an act of haberdashery. Today we're going to start that with creating a rope pattern, and during that we will discuss the difference between everything is math and everything can be explained with mathematics and the difference there. Okay, and then Saturday we'll go live, and those of you who want to follow along, we'll make our thinking caps together, committing our act of haberdashery by creating a rope pattern. And in doing so, we're going to discuss the difference between the math, which is the map, and the territory. Yeah, the map is not the territory. I'm sure you've heard that saying before. Pretty obvious what it means. Now, things like the Fibonacci sequence and other different forms of numerology can give us the impression that the math is the territory. But the math is the map. It's a very interactive map. It's a map that we can use to predict and explain many things. We can even create equations that will explain what will happen with the cosmos. But the map or the math is not the territory. We can create these same measurements. We can even measure things without a single number involved. Do that with a rope pattern. This is actually a type of measurement that predates numbers by a long ways. This is something that can be found in almost every culture. As soon as they figured out string, pretty soon they figured out how to measure with it. And you just go like this to get the size of your hat brim. You're going to want to get the very end to the very end. Get it right up tight and pinch directly on. Now, this is the side of your measurement. Let's make sure that's correct. Okay, that's the side of the measurement. You don't want that end to change. So you keep your finger pinched right there on that. And then you make your knot on that, right on that spot from the opposite side. Just a regular loop over knot. But put it right there. Make sure you only pull on this side. Tighten it up right onto that spot. That's how big your head is. Just like that. Check it once just to make sure that you are correct and that this goes right to the knot. Now that you've been so careful with this measurement, it doesn't have a number. There it is right there. A little bit different version of string theory. But things are going to change. This does not mean this is how long you make the hat. That means that's how big your head is. The type of hat we are going to be making is a long triangle hat, kind of like a classic sleeping cap. And that will be one of the things we're doing with it. But that measurement's going to change because when we cut the hat, we're going to then sew it and turn it inside out. So we need to add to it. For that reason, and because you're going to want to roll it up a few times so it has a little bit of a brim, and that's the beauty of this hat. It is a very user-friendly hat to make, and you can be off a bit. This type of measurement, if you're good at it, can be just as precise as any ruler, but you have to learn to understand distance in this way. And it's a different way of perceiving things. It is important to do this because it allows us another way of understanding. It gives our mind a chance to measure size, to understand without numbers the concept of distance. Yeah? So, we get this on the string. And I do most of my sewing this way. Those of you who see my video on poppets probably don't think I'm very good at sewing. But like I said in the video, I was intentionally making that one very rough we'll be making other things at some point. So we get our first bit here. Then we're going to add about a finger's worth, because we're going to want it to roll up a few times. Going to add about a pointer finger's worth of rope. Like I said, pinch on this side. So tie from the other. Keep it right there on that. You're going to have one other measurement, which you don't have to do on the same hat, but I'm probably going to, or the same rope, but I'm probably going to. So there's your head on the first knot. There's your head on the first knot. And then that gives us this much more to work with. Okay. And then you got to decide how long you want the hat to be. And that's going to be from the back of your head down. And I want mine fairly long. I kind of like the idea of this kind of hat being fairly long, so I'm just going to go ahead and stick with this. So that gives us our full rope pattern. Now that's going to work. Partly with this is that way you can remember which side is which. See? Check here. Oh, yep, that's that. So this is the length I actually want. And then you're going to cut the hat in a triangle, like so. From here, this is going to go on the one end of, this is going to go on the bottom end of the fabric, and you'll stretch that from here to there, cut that line there, and then you'll take this line and stretch it out to its end, and that will be the length of your hat, right there. And we'll wind up with a triangle. We'll then actually fold that triangle over and sew it up. And then roll it up to the size that we want. And that will give us our brim. Okay, so that's going to be on the live come Saturday. I'll be making mine out of this black velvet fabric here. Might double it over. And I will show you another way of measuring it on the live. But you're just going to need some thread, preferably the same color of thread as your fabric. At least enough fabric for the triangle that we have shown. So you're going to want it to be your length, the width of the first or the second knot, and then the length after. Whatever you cut that at, your hat does not have to be this long. But you want to measure from this side. You want to measure from the forehead down to wherever length you want the hat to be, and you'll just cut it at that length, and that's your length, leaving you with a rope pattern, like so. So, what you will need for Saturday then for the live is you will need your length of string with the 2 knots for your rope pattern. You'll need your fabric. Like I said, I'll be using this black velvet here. You will need at least enough to make your triangle from your rope pattern, and then you'll also need scissors to cut that out. You will need a needle and thread, preferably thread that goes well with the fabric that you have chosen. And we will be sewing these live on Saturday evening Pacific time. I will make a post when I know exactly what time so that we can try to get together at that same time and commit an act of haberdashery together and sew our thinking caps. And so, until then, bright blessings and an interesting fate. This has been Sorcerer Tal.